What's up, folks? I'm Dwayne,
I'm Alicia.
and this is Blackboard Gaming, where we teach you about all these great board games that are out there.
Waiting to be played by you and yours.
I'm a simple man, don't want a complication. Complication.
Hey, everybody. Today, we're going to talk about 5 games we think you should check out.
Now, 4 of these games we both have played. The 5th game I have played, but I think that Alicia should check this game out. So I'm telling both of you guys to check this game out.
Y'all see how he always put me on the spot?
I'm sorry. How did I put you on the spot?
He put me on the spot, y'all.
I don't understand. But anyway, we're going to tell you about 5 games. So without wasting any time, I think we're ready. Let's go ahead and get to it.
All right.
Now, the first game we're going to talk about, we just played, and that game is called Cities.
Okay.
Now, Cities is a drafting game. I was interested in picking this up because there were 3 things. 1, DeVere published it. You know I love DeVere games. 2, Phil Walker Hardin. Okay, he designed my favorite tile placement game, Barron Park.
Okay.
And then Steve Finn, who has one of the designers in one of your favorite games, Floriferous.
Okay.
So I said, okay, they can't go wrong with this one.
Okay.
And I think in this game, what you're doing is building up your city. And you're building up a 3x3 grid in your play area. And so on your turn, you have these cute little construction workers.
Yeah, those are cute. And I love the colors.
Yes, they are really cool. So you send your construction worker out to the board, and you're drafting one of 4 things. You're drafting cards that give you scoring opportunities, like tallest building or biggest park area. And then you're also drafting tiles that, like I said, you're building out your 3x3 grid. And you're also drafting features. So there are feature tiles that you could put in your park area, or you could put out into your water area, and you score points based on the uniqueness of those tiles in the area. Or you draft building pieces, and you're building the buildings 1 to 4 high, and they come in 4 different colors. And this is a really lightweight game. We've only played it at 2-player. I really want to play it at 4-player. Because in 2-player, it lasts 4 rounds. You're using all 8 of your workers. But in a 4-player game, it's going to last 8 rounds, but you're just sending 1 worker out.
He liked them tight games.
I want to try it. I think this is a really lightweight game to introduce. We're going to introduce it in our next board game meetup.
I do agree that this is an entry-level game. You do have to be strategic, but it's an easy learn, and it's satisfying because at the end you get to sit back and look at your city.
Yeah, it's very lightweight, and I love there's variability because you get to visit different cities. There's New York,
Barcelona. No, it's not.
Barcelona,
Rio de Janeiro.
Yep, and Sydney, Australia.
Oh, I didn't know it was Sydney.
Yeah, Sydney's in there too, so it's really good. I think there's like 8 different cities.
Okay.
I want to say that. So,
yes.
Yeah, Cities is a great one. So I think definitely we think you should check this game out.
Yes.
All right. So the next one is one by the designer of 2 of your favorite games. Cafe Barras. I hope I'm saying that right.
It's a take on I think they capybaras.
Capybaras.
They're a giant rodent that lives in South America.
Yeah. And so they actually have a capybaras cafe in Tokyo.
Oh, I didn't know
where
that.
They have 2 capybaras just roaming around. I was watching some video, and I was like, that's pretty cool.
No, it's not. 2 giant rodents roaming. No.
Well, they're very friendly. They're very cool but I understand. But yeah, in this game, you are building up your own little cafe, and you're doing that by playing these multi-use cards. I love multi-use cards. And so on your turn, you're going to draft a card from the center of the table, and then you're either going to play a card in front of you by paying for it, or you're going to serve a customer. So at the bottom of each of these cards, there's these symbols: sandwich, coffee, soup, or whatever. And you could, like I said, you either use the card as a piece that goes into your
shop,
your cafe, or it is a customer that you're serving. And so for each symbol that you match up, you get a coin. Now also there's decor that you could put into your cafe. I believe is rustic, modern, and retro. And so on the customers, they also have that decor symbol on there, which doesn't mean anything unless you match all three symbols. If you're able to serve meet all their requirements and have the decor on that customer that shows their preference, they become a regular.
So this game is another. It is a strategy game, but it's easy to learn, and the cards make it visually appealing as well. So it's a charming, light game that's easy to get into, but that gamers can enjoy as well.
No, I think this is a great game to introduce, for people, new gamers. This is a game they could check out. I always had a dream of owning my nice little neighborhood cafe where I'm serving some nice little sandwiches and soups and salads, and then have some board games.
Yes.
I don't know about having capybaras in the restaurant though. But
yeah.
No. But yeah, this, and like I said, Roberta Taylor, you knocked another one out of the park. First there's Creature Comforts, Maple Valley. Now you got Cafe Barras.
Yes, this is a delightful game.
And we're going to introduce this one at the next board game meetup. The next game we're going to talk about is this game right here, River Valley Glassworks. Now, I kickstarted this one. So this is the deluxe copy. So it got the really pretty glass pieces and got the neoprene mat. That's the river and everything. So yeah, this game looks great on the table.
It is gorgeous.
So this is just a light abstract game where you are drafting glass pieces from the river. Now, the glass pieces come in like 8 different colors. And there's like maybe 5, 6 different shapes. I think it's 6 different shapes. And the shapes matter when you're drafting the glass pieces from the river, because you're going to place that glass piece that matches the shape in that section of the river. And then you're going to take glass pieces from either section of the river that's adjacent to that section.
Now, what you're trying to do is on your board, you're going to place each color piece in a separate row, and then
separate column,
in a separate column, and you're creating, so as you accumulate more glass pieces of that color, you're trying to score by getting all the way to the top of the column. The catch is you have 7 rows, but you have 8 colors. So if you get that 8th color, it becomes negative points for you.
Yeah, because you can't place it, because you can only put one color in each of those columns.
Exactly.
And then you're also trying to finish your row, because at the end of the game, you're going to score points
for each completed row.
Yep, and then you're going to store points for your highest columns.
For your highest 2 columns.
Highest 2 columns, yes.
Yes.
And so the thing is, these different colors, they have rarities. There are some colors that are rarer than the other ones. So you want to be careful about placing a color in a specific row, because if you get too many of that color, and you can't place them, because they only go like 5 high. I think 5 or 6 high. So then those colors become negative points. And I mean, this game is really quick, because the game ends when a player places their 17th glass piece. So it's not a long game.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, very pretty, very nice, very, very just relaxing.
But it does require some strategy.
Yeah.
So it does satisfy the gamer for more experienced gamers.
Yes. So River Valley Glassworks, definitely think you should check this game out. The next game we're going to talk about is a game that actually came out last year. We picked this one up at Gen Con, but I never played it. But part as my personal board game challenge, I said, I need to play this game. And that is Beacon Patrol. Now, we mentioned this game in our Board Games Can Be Intimidating video, where this is not one of them. This is a very light cooperative game where we are placing tiles out in the middle table. And the tiles represent open water or islands. And so we have a boat that starts on the center tile. And then when you place a tile, your boat moves to that tile. And you want to make sure you're not creating, you got to place the tiles legally, because you can't be having half islands out in the middle of the table. And so you're going to continue to do that until you run out of tiles. And then we score each tile that is orthogonally surrounded. Right, left, up, down. And they would score 1 point. And if they have buoys on them, those get 2 points. And ones that have lighthouses, I think those get 3 points. And it's really just a relaxing, I want to play a game. I want to relax, cut on some music. Very light game.
Very light game.
Yeah, I really, really did enjoy playing this one.
It's cute.
Yeah, you were like, wait, this is too light. I'm like, this is great for new gamers.
You trying to make me sound like a snob.
Yeah, you are. You're becoming. So the last game I want to talk about is the game that Alicia has not played. But I played it and picked it up, and I think you would really like this game. And that is River of Gold.
Well, I will say the box is pretty.
It is a beautiful game. Oh, wait till you see the board.
Okay.
All right, so River of Gold, we play as merchants who are sailing up this river. We're moving our ships up this river, and on your turn, you're either going to move, you have a dice that's going to be rolled actually at the end of your turn.
Okay.
That's what I really like about this game, because there's really no downtime. Usually when you play a game where you're rolling dice and you're using the result of the dice, you're rolling the dice at the beginning of your turn. This one, you roll the dice at the end of your turn. So while everybody else is doing what they're doing, you're already planning or thinking what you're going to do. So by the time it gets back to your turn, you're like, okay, I'm going to do this.
Okay.
So it's really, really cool. And so the dice has symbols on them and they have numbers. So the numbers dictate how far you move on the river. Like I said, you got 2 ships. So you move them along the river, and then when you get to certain parts of the river, you gain some resources. There's porcelain, and I want to say silk or whatever. And there's the symbols that tell you you could build a building out onto the river, where you can gain influence in that section of the river from those samurai clans or whatever.
Okay.
And so now when ships move into those spaces and they collect resources from your buildings, you also get resources or benefit.
Okay.
And the other thing you could do is based on the symbols, you're trying to fulfill these contracts.
Okay.
And these people are looking for 2 porcelain and some cloth. I think it's cloth, silk cloth. And if you fulfill that contract, gives you points at the end of the game.
Okay.
And it's really quick, really easy to get to the table. And I think this is probably the highest of the complexity, but this is more it's really lightweight complexity. And as a person that loves Euro games, I can get my Euro game itch satisfied from this, and you can play a game like it kind of, I think it got some Monopoly feels. I don't know, but you'll see.
Okay.
But I definitely think you should check this game out, because like I said, the river is just gold. It's actually gold. I mean, and I'm like, wow, this is really, really pretty.
Okay.
So definitely you guys should check this one out, and you too.
Okay.
So there you have it. 5 board games that we think you should definitely check out.
We like these games because we think they are approachable and they are a great way to bring new gamers into this hobby.
Yeah, it's a low rule set and it's easy to figure out the strategy, and I think people will be satisfied with these games. So, if let us know in the comments any new games that you have played that you think new gamers would really gravitate to. You know, whether it's just theme or components or rule set. And if you like the contents of this video, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe.
Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
I'm Dwayne.
I'm Alicia.
This has been Blackboard Gaming.
We will see you next time.